Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for passing by. Thank you so much for subscribing and thank you very much for watching my videos. You are greatly appreciated. Now, quite a few persons have been sending me messages and asking me to speak on the Jaden and Ashley situation, on what's taking place over on TikTok. Listen, I will not speak on people who are non-ambitious, people who aren't goal-oriented, people are going absolutely nowhere and doing some things and saying things for shock value and amusement. People who prank people on the internet and doing all these type of things and are just about their money, making money by any means and not investing it, not doing something constructive with it or something productive. I have absolutely no interest in speaking on it. I said this before and I will say it again. Oftentimes, the difference between success and failure is mere opportunity. And a lot of persons who are educated, a lot of persons who have ambition, they weren't given the opportunity or the opportunities did not present themselves to them. And so, unfortunately, they just do regular things, odd things that are regular just to get by. And there are persons out there with no ambition whatsoever and shiftless. And they get the world of opportunity and it presents themselves and they just use it up until the opportunities have run its course, they're over and done with, and they sit remembering the good old days when they had this, when they had that. And so with that being said, I just don't have any time. I move on to things that are productive. Usually when I upload a video, there's a moral behind the story, moral behind my message. I'm not just doing it because I want likes or numbers behind my videos. Persons have asked me why is my channel not growing and stuff like that. It's quite easy if I want my channel to grow. All I have to do is behave like Rosalie on the internet or like Daima or Unforgettable K or Pretty Done. That's all I need to do. Why do you think these people tend to go viral every moment? Because they're doing things for shock value. And like I always say, you people enjoy seeing the degenerated version or a degraded version of yourself. So someone like me, you guys aren't interested in hearing. You understand me? Because I do not sound like the stereotype. I may look it, yeah, but I do not sound like the stereotype. And because of such, persons aren't necessarily interested. I'm not the only person out there who talk like I have some sense. There are so many other persons out there who actually do too. But they don't get where they want to go because persons aren't interested in hearing what they have to say. They aren't in some sort of substance or some sort of energy stealing that's out there and low vibration. And because of such, people will, they will have short attention span when they come on to watching their channel and watching their videos or listen to the message that they have behind it. And because of such, they will just remain where they are. Plus, I'm not a cancer. I'm not trying to spread anywhere or have growth by any means. And because of such, I'm good. I'm sorry, I'm good. I'm not worried about going viral. I'm not worried about a growing channel. I put that past me. I can pay to promote my YouTube channel if I want to. That's not my modus operandi. And so I'm just not interested. I'm good where I'm at. But moving on to something that I want you guys to watch. Now, watch this.
Valentine's night, you came over, made sure you ate. And then when you were finished, you expected me to take your plate.
In the Nigerian culture, you are supposed to take your mother-in-law's plate. If you know you want to marry my son, you are supposed to respect me.
Mom, can you...
No! Leave me alone!
What's the problem?
Stop it!
Wait,
Mom,
wait. Now.
No! Stop it! You have to respect me. I'm not your mate. She has to respect me.
She respects
She
me.
has to take my plate.
Mom, listen.
Jack, come on. Jack, come on.
No,
Listen to me.
Listen to me.
I don't want this.
Mom, listen. Mom, you just right now broke her heart.
She broke my heart too. Leave me alone.
Any other day.
Leave me alone. Don't be a whip for a woman.
I'm not being a woman.
He's not being a woman.
Feel it in Barcelona, okay? Otherwise, why come I embarrass already?
Whoa, wait.
I don't understand what's going on.
Just go.
Nonsense.
And
It's nonsense. If you want to marry a Nigerian, you have to respect your elder.
And that's that. Now what we have right in front of us is a Nigerian family and the guy or the son is engaged to an American woman. Now, they're at the dinner table, and the fiance, she's venting her frustration, but she's speaking respectfully to the mother-in-law, saying that she was at the table with her, and when the dinner was over, when she was finished, the mother-in-law expected her to take up the plate, and she was upset because she didn't. And the mother-in-law just went from 0 to 100 and started blasting the daughter-in-law, saying that you come into this family, that's how Nigerians do it. You're supposed to respect me. You want my son, you have to respect me. And so you have to put me forward, or put me first, and realize that you have to cater to me. And so many persons have been commenting on it. So many persons have been speaking about her behavior, who is the mother-in-law. And the daughter-in-law in the video was sitting fairly calm and was about to say, don't raise your voice at me. But she just kept on. The son was there trying to calm the mother, but she wasn't having it. She didn't care. She told them to leave her alone. And she just wanted to blast. She just wanted to just move and behave irate and behave like a crazy individual. But anyways, my message out there is to a lot of women who are interested in marrying men or be with men from these type of regions, these type of countries that are mainly patriarchal. You have to be careful of what you're doing. A lot of these persons have a notion that people of the Western world or women of Western world are very promiscuous. They believe that women of the Western world are goal-oriented. They don't respect our worship men based on how their culture is. And so they believe that you are something extremely negative and you should be treated as such. A lot of times also these mother-in-laws, they're hell-bent on seeing their son as great perfection or the great perfection. Their sons can do absolutely no wrong in their eyes, and their son will always be first and foremost before anybody else. They were raised that way. They were in a culture wherein women are inferior to men, and they want to keep it that way. The persons behind that type of engine is usually a woman. It's usually women who are the ones who are pushing that type of culture, pushing that type of fundamental within the culture, that women are second class, women are inferior, women should be treated as subjects, women are subordinate and should be subjugated at all times. And it should continue. These women worship this fundamentals, because they were raised that way. And once they were raised that way to think and believe and behave as such, then they will expect that the daughter-in-law or whoever the son chose to marry will behave that way. Now, when there is a pushback based on your personal philosophy or fundamentals on how you were raised, they're going to think that you're a deviant, you're an outcast. A lot of these persons also believe in honor killing. So women, you have to be careful. Whether they're going to get caught or they're going to be given life imprisonment or they're going to be executed, they don't care. They believe in honor killing. And if things do not go their way, they will do whatever it is in the book or outside of the book, or invent it and put it in the book to take you out, because they want things their way and it has to be their way by any means. So ladies, you have to be careful. And like I said, what they know about a lot of women in the Western world is solely based on what they see in the media. They haven't met many of them. They haven't interacted with any of them to find out who they are and what they stand for. They go by what they see in the media. And because they have, like I said, a preconceived notion that all women from the Western world or certain places are very promiscuous, they believe that they should basically approach you with such notion and treat you accordingly. Not only that, a lot of these single mothers, their sons have the odious complex wherein they see their mother as the great protector and the great soul person. Also this in love type of feeling that they would have for their mother, that their mother is their soulmate. So when another woman come, they want her to be their wife, and also is they want that daughter-in-law, or that daughter, his wife, to be the mother and also a wife to their son. You should take care of their son by any means, no matter what happens. These women protect them sons also to the end of the earth. Now, if that son is cheating, if he's lying, if he gets someone else pregnant, if he commit bigamy, or whatever the case may be, or is very abusive, they're going to protect them. They're not going to call their sons out. They're going to protect them and say that, chin up, be the woman that you were called to be, which is a great wife and a loving wife, and take care of him. Or they will blame you and say you're the reason their son is cheating. You're the reason their son doesn't respect you, because you don't know your place. You don't know your place as a wife. These things do happen. And it's not just Nigeria. There are so many other places across the globe that is quite patriarchal. And they have such fundamentals that they live by. And so you go in there from a different country, that. And so you going there from a different country with a different upbringing and a different standard that you were raised by, it's going to create a situation for you that most likely will not end well. So once you meet upon these type of family, especially with these mother-in-law, I think that you should have a sit down one-on-one with the mother-in-law and find out what she stands for, what she's about, what's the connection or the relationship between her and her son, and all of that. And then you can make a conscious decision. You may love that man, but you have to love yourself more, and you have to protect yourself also. A lot of times also, these mother-in-laws are not just single, they're also married, but they believe that you are a threat to them because you may be younger, more beautiful, more curvy, or whatever the case may be, have your loins intact. They believe that you are a threat to their marriage also. And so they will want to give you a pushback, want to make things extremely hard for you. You have to look at things as deep as it is and make conscious decision. It can't be, okay, I'm madly in love with the son, I'm going to marry him. It matters not what the mother-in-law says, I'm going to marry him. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to think about your safety. You have to think cautiously. You have to think very cautiously, and you have to move different. You have to understand, seek out, try to find what these people are about, what they stand for. If they aren't giving you the respect, then you have to walk away. Because like I say, you have to love yourself more. It's not worth it. You might be loving this guy and you want to have children with him because he's family oriented, but not that type of family. You understand? So a lot of these mother-in-laws are single mother also, not just married. They're single mothers, and they're used to wearing, they are the provider. They have to play multiple roles. They have to play the provider, the protector, the comforter for their sons and stuff like that. So in time, they see their son as their property. They see their son as somewhat of a husband also. You understand? And because of that, they believe that you are coming to take their property away from them. You're coming to take their comfort away from them. And they aren't planning to respect you. So what do you do in that situation? If you know that you're not going to be respected, you simply have to move on. It matters not who you're madly in love with. If the mother doesn't respect you and she's hell-bent on being a part of the family or being in that marriage and want to dictate things and do overstep boundaries and there's no limitations, it's simply not worth it. You have to learn to move on. I hope you guys understand what's taking place, because things can go wrong as wrong can be. And oftentimes you end up losing your life. These people, like I say, they believe in honor killing. They are from certain regions also where they have, like I said, notions of you already because you're from the Western world, and they automatically think that you are not good enough, you aren't have family values, you aren't structured and stuff like that. And a lot of these mother-in-laws, especially black women, they tend to be easy. They tend to be more relaxed and more welcoming to a daughter-in-law if she's next to white or non-black. But the ones who are black, they tend to have great issues with a lot of these black women. It's not just the white family. It's not just a Arabic family. It's not just a Mexican or the Latino families. The black mother-in-laws do the same thing. If the daughter-in-law is black, they tend to create problems and create problems upon problems for that relationship. But if the woman is non-black or white, they don't have an issue. They will be more relaxed. They will be more welcoming. They might not agree with a lot of things, but they will take their time, and allow things to flow respectfully. But when it comes to another female who happens to be black, they want to give a pushback. Unless, of course, she's a doctor or she's an attorney or she's one of those esteemed career paths. Then they will say, okay, it's not that bad. Let me see what can happen. Let me see what can make of it. You understand? And these things happen. You have to understand that there's internal racism within the black community. There's prejudice. There are black people who do not like other black people. I remember someone said it one day that black women do not like other black women. And it's true. It's not just black men who sits on the internet and show that they hate black women. There are also black women who hate other black women. They see them as not good enough to be in their family, or not good enough for their sons. And it has absolutely nothing to do with their educational background. It has nothing to do with their upbringing. It just has to do with the fact that they're black, so they don't want them in their family. It happens. a lot of these things happen within the Black community. It's the harsh reality, but you have to know, I'm not saying that you have to accept it, but you have to come to the realization that this does in fact happens. You understand? And so ladies out there, if you're planning to marry, like I said, be careful of what you're going into. Think, move with dexterity, move with caution, think twice, have a one-on-one sit down with the mother-in-law, find out what she's about, her fundamentals, how she view life. If she's from that type of subjugation background, you might want to think twice, because she will want to subject you to the same thing. She believes that she was made to feel less than, and so it's your turn. You should be made to feel inferior also. And because you wish not to, and you represent yourself as a woman, you are going to have serious issues that you don't want to have. You understand? Because people marry because they want to be happy. They want to know that there's a lifetime partner to create comfort for them, to be there for them, someone who they can love and get love in return, and all of that good stuff. Raise a great family with, save with, create some sort of riches or generational wealth. Not to go and have to be battling with a mother-in-law and have to be fighting tooth and nail to get respect within your own marriage and stuff like that. So if you see it, it might be harsh, but you have to pick up the pieces and move on, because it's simply not worth it, okay? That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day, and may God bless you. Bye-bye.